things.
So it seems like people these days, they rely a lot on, interaction with AI, to fill up the space or the void in their life, right? Or maybe they will go to a place like Reddit.
Come on. Let's go back to Reddit. Okay.
Reddit, right?
Reddit.
I mean, I know you guys are Redditors also, and for those who are not familiar with Reddit, it's a cool platform/app. It's like a, what do you call? How do you define it?
It's a social media.
It's more like a social media.
Yeah.
It's like a, I would say like
Boardrooms.
a forum.
Boardrooms kind of social media
place,
where you can go to different rooms or different threads, right? And it depends on your passion,
interest,
right? And the two famous ones in Malaysia is Our Malaysia, where you have Malaysians there talking about Malaysian stuff. But it's mostly dominated by politics, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you have another one which is like
Our favorite.
a more deformed
A deviant version.
a version of Our Malaysia, which is Our Bolehland, right? And because I can see that there are a lot of interesting posters over there. And in terms of the topic, what you usually get is like really like
The guy sniffing a bra, jacking off in Penang.
yes.
Comes once in a while, though. I mean, it's not every day in Malaysia that somebody does.
Nah, we're not gonna paint a bad image of Malaysia, but it does happen.
It
I mean,
does
it's just a rare thing.
Yeah.
It's globally though.
True.
In
He was
Japan,
just caught.
Japan is worse, I
Japan.
think. It's like a whole thing where they steal people's panties and underwear and bras.
Really?
And they sniff. Yeah, it's like
Oh,
a
yeah,
real thing.
yeah,
In
yeah,
Japan,
yeah.
it's a thing.
Yeah. So we're
That's
just
Japan for
taking
you.
our cue from Japan, like in that case, right?
I wonder what the R Japan or R slash
We-
what their version of Bolehland would be like.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's
know.
probably feel more weird.
But like Bolehland, the kind of post that you get is fetishization of young women, especially Chinese
Amoy.
nation.
Yeah.
Amoy.
The Amoy, yes.
Sometimes they also do it for like Malay girls, and like especially Malay girls who are what you call free hair. Right, those kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's just people expressing their deeper inner desire, or feelings. There was one where there was this guy who was talking about how unhappy he is in his marriage, and like his wife has been neglecting him emotionally, and we're just like ranting, on our Bolehland, and there are people like trying to comfort him, people giving advice, so on and so forth. So that's that, and there's also like the race baiting
stuff.
that's
Yeah.
right, where people like try to stoke some shit lah, right? But like I don't know about you, Imran, like I feel like sometimes we don't, like as Malaysia, we don't really have like a platform that's open enough to talk about the sensitive issue, right? Because if you look at whatever that's going on, there are things that you can't question, even though it makes sense.
Like the 3 Rs?
In a way, the 3R.
The 3R, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I can talk a bit, like there's recent news regarding our, national investment arm. They invested in this fashion e-commerce company that is owned by this popular, she's kind of like a businesswoman / influencer, right? So they invested like 47 million, right? So this 47 million is kind of like our taxpayer money. And then it didn't work out and whatever, and they're just like disposing it for 3.1 million ringgit. So that's like a huge loss, right?
That's
And
a huge loss,
people are asking question, and the latest news is like, the SPRM is doing their investigation. But sometimes this kind of topic, it appears on our Bolehland, and maybe like the questions that come that are appearing in those posts like can be a bit racially tinged, because you can see what's going on, right? Like, the government trying to help out like a certain race with their project and whatever. There's no merit, but I feel like it's because we don't have enough. We don't have a platform to talk about it, right?
I think Reddit is the only like full-on anonymous platform that we can talk openly about stuff. Like Facebook, you can't because your employers can track you down. Instagram is also like out there.
Yeah.
Reddit is very like anonymous.
Yeah.
Like, they can't really track you back to where you are.
True.
And so you can talk openly. And I think we need more of that, like more like a healthier way to express ourselves freely without getting bogged down with tone policing and censorship. And I think Reddit is like the de facto place there.
Yeah.
But in a way, I'm glad that we separate Malaysia from Bolehland, because
Oh boy.
the people from Bolehland is just, man, it's insane. Like I saw this one post by some guy. He went to like Basque Bear and bought like a burger. He thought it was worth it. It's like $16, and he,
I saw that one,
and he saw that one, yeah,
I
and
saw
then
that
he
one
bought
too.
it.
It got viral, I think.
It got viral, he bought it, and then he was like, "What is this shit?" And then he posted it on Bolehland, like, "Don't buy this." And people were some were supportive,
Yeah.
and some were shitting on him.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel bad for the guy.
I mean, it's like he was asking for it. Why would you pay 60 ringgit, 90 cents for a burger, right? It's strange. Like, nobody does that. Who
Yeah.
does that?
When did Buzz Bear get into burgers? I mean, that's the question also. Like, what?
those of
Product
you-
deviation, maybe.
Stay on your lane, right?
For those of you who don't know, the guy who posted that burger thing is this guy. Okay.
Someone's like, this is what we call doxing, man. We're gonna cut that shit. No, I'm just joking. We're gonna cut that shit. Anyways, you're also like quite active on not just our Bolehland but Reddit in general. Like any cool, any place that you always like lurk.
So, I sub to a lot of subreddit. Like I'm talking about over 100 Reddits, and it's like a lot of them I even forgot that they even exist. Some of them I think I did, but like I sub to the most popular ones that I kind of go to back now is it's a subreddit called Left Wing Male Advocates.
Okay.
So it's like a guys kind of group where they talk about men's issues. They have data, they share statistics about it, and there's also like a subreddit called Men's Liberation. It's like a pro-feminist kind of men's movement, which is good, healthy, but there are issues with it. So I don't really engage with it anymore. But I still subscribe to it for all the articles that they share because articles are important. There's also r/bro pill. It's like a positive version of the stupid ass red pill thing. So it's more healthy, right? It's also like pro-feminism, but it's a healthy thing. Left wing male advocate is more neutral. They are left wingers, but they're not full on feminists as well. So they're kind of neutral in that sense. So I have many different perspectives, and I also have some other subreddits like r/beards.
Okay.
And
brother berjanggut,
people that guide me, you know. And I think another interesting subreddit that I keep going on to is a subreddit for a lot of people who left the religion.
Okay.
Specifically for Malaysia.
Okay.
So it's like a ex whatever Malaysia, right? And I sub like there's ex-Muslim Malaysia, ex-Christian Malaysia, ex-Hindu Malaysia. So I go into the subreddits and I look at the stuff that they share, and it's quite heartbreaking sometimes on the shit that they face. Because we can't talk about this openly, right?
True.
It's a 3R. 3R, by the way, in Malaysia is very sensitive. It's you can't talk about race, religion, and royalty. Because Malaysia is also like a monarchy country.
Yep.
So I think, like I said, this is the place where they can talk about it healthily. And I look at the stories about these ex-Christians and ex-Muslims and the shit that they go through with their families and things that they cannot talk about. And it was quite sad. And you get a new perspective from them.
Correct, right.